Hi, my name is Bintu and today I am going to teach you how to access MySQL database server through PHP. I assume that you have seen my earlier videos of PHP on YouTube. If you haven't, please search for Bintu Harwani on youtube.com and you'll find all my previous videos. Through those videos you'll learn how to install WAMP server, how to run your initial PHP scripts, how to save your rows, how to save your information into MySQL database. PHP, a very finest scripting language through which you can make fully featured and sophisticated web applications. In almost all web applications, you need a database for saving customers' information, for saving products, for saving all the information that you feel like, for saving the information of orders and all. So, in the earlier videos, you've been taught how to store your data into the MySQL database. In this lecture, I'm going to teach you how to access that information that is already stored. This is the code for that. But let's check whether the database is still exists in MySQL server. So what we'll do, we'll first launch our WAMP server. So WAMP server, your icon is here, double click on it. Here you have to see that the WAMP server should start and its color should be green. Green means its all services are working. If it is not, please make sure that none of the port is conflicting with the WAMP server's port. It might be any of your servers already existing on your machine might be colliding with WAMP server. So make sure it is in green color, which confirms that all the services of WAMP server are working. So here on WAMP server icon, you click on it, the menu will open. Click on PHP MyAdmin. PHP MyAdmin is a GUI interface to manage and access MySQL database. You can create database table, you can create databases, you can manage database tables. So it is asking you the username and password to access MySQL database. While installing WAMP server, you were asked to indicate the name and password of the administrator of MySQL database. Root is the administrator and the password that you entered was, say, after entering the correct administrator and password, you will get this screen. Here we can see these are the databases which already exist on MySQL server. You can see that we have created shopping database earlier. Click here. It is showing that you already created one database table named customers and these are its column. When you click on customers table, it will show you all the rows that are already in it. It is showing that there are 3 rows. These are the 2 columns in this table, email address and password. These are the content bmharwani@yahoo.com, chirag@gmail.com. So this is what we want to access through PHP. This is the code for that. First of all, you are establishing connection with your MySQL database server. So this MySQL I_connect is a method through which you are establishing connection. You are saying that please connect me with the MySQL database which is running on the local machine. And you connect it through this username, root, and this is the password for the root. And after establishing the connection, activate this database. So if method runs successfully, it will come on to the next line. But if something goes wrong, if the password is incorrect or the database is not working or the shopping database is not found, it will come here and execute this die method. That means it will terminate, it will exit from the script, displaying the message that please check your server connection. But if it comes here, that means the connection is successfully established with the MySQL database. Here you are creating one SQL statement, select. You are saying that you access these 2 columns, email_address and password from customers table. So this string is stored in this SQL statement query, but it is not yet executed. It is MySQL I_query method which executes the SQL statement. So you are calling this, you are invoking this method. You are saying that on this database, please execute this query. And if it executes successfully, all the rows which are accessed are stored into this result set. You are naming it result, right? And if something goes wrong, it will terminate, it will come out displaying error through die method and the error will be displayed through MySQL_error method. So if it comes over here, that means there are certain rows which are accessed and assigned to result variable. Here it is going into if block, if else. MySQL I_num_rows is a method which counts the number of rows in the result set. So it is counting if the result set has 1 or more rows, then you go into if block, otherwise you go into else block. If there are no rows, it will come here, it will display that there are no rows in the customers table. But if there's even a single row, it will go here. Here inside it, what you're doing, you are invoking MySQL I_fetch_array, which is a method which accesses your result set one by one through this attribute, and all the rows which are accessed from this result set will be assigned one by one to this $row variable. So $row will have one row at a time. Through extract method, you are splitting that row into different columns. You got the first row in $row, you are splitting it, you are displaying its columns. You are displaying $email address, that is the email address of the customer on the first row. This is string concatenation. You are concatenating a single space. Then you are displaying the password in the password column, coming on to the next line. Again, the loop will execute. If there is any second row, it will access it and it will assign it to row variable. The row will be splitted. It will display the column values in the second row and so on. When all the rows are over, it will come out here. This tag indicates to the PHP engine that PHP code is over. You don't have to convert this PHP code into HTML now, because the following code is HTML. Anyway, let's run this. So this code is already copied into the WAMP's www folder. In the earlier lecture, we've seen that whatever scripts you want to debug or run, you have to copy it into the WAMP's www folder. This is the code that we've understood right now. This is the code for that, and the file name is accessinfo. My server is already running. You switch on the browser and http localhost accessinfo. This is your script. See, it is displaying all the three rows. This is the email address of the first row. This is the password. The password is in encrypted form because you've used password function while saving it into the database. The earlier videos will tell you how we have stored the passwords. If you don't use the password function, it will show you the text form, which is very risky in any way. So it will show you all the three rows which we have seen in PHP-MyAdmin. So this script is working perfectly. If you find any problem, just mail me at beamharbani@yahoo.com.